up on one of my other videos where I was talking about postseason reflection and what do you do when things don't go right. And for me as a coach, one of the things I have to do is I have to look at the program as a whole. Over the last year or however long the program's been going, what are the things that are in there that have led to the athlete having positive success and good results and development? And what are the things that haven't really contributed? Can we get rid of some of those things? And we should probably get rid of some of those things. And what do we bring in instead? Or do we leave gaps there? Do we have more recovery, more rest, better nutrition? But that's got to be between the athlete and the coach. One of the things that I find is athletes are great at training, they're great at doing the work. For example, we have an app where you log your training and you put all the data in. Some of them are great at it and it's got all the data points, and I can go back and I can almost track the exact session where they maybe did too much or they hadn't done enough. And others are a nightmare. There's no data in there, there's nothing to work off. So all we're doing is we're going off emotion and feeling. And there's always a recency bias as well. So the more data you've logged and the more you've tracked your training, the easier it is to go back and figure out where things went right or where they went wrong. So one of my biggest tips to athletes and coaches out there is track your data, log your data, record reps, record timings, record weights in the gym, film things so you've got a catalog of evidence of maybe this is where the technique started to deteriorate, maybe this is what we can do better. So that's one of my biggest takeaways, especially from this season, especially over the last few years when I've been coaching remotely. The best athletes I've worked with remotely have been the ones that have open lines of communication, almost too much. I always take the mick out of some of my athletes. Their voice notes are too long, their messages are too long, but I would love it if all my athletes did that. It's way better to have too much communication than too little. It takes the guesswork out of it. So, yeah, I guess that's my takeaway. Have a log of data, record your training, film where appropriate, and yeah, keep open channels of communication as much as possible.